Your video on Bhairav Upasana for beginners is one of the most iconic videos that's ever come out of Indian YouTube when it comes to rebooting Tantra in our culture. Are we even allowed to give out a very basic Skand Upasana?
Yes. So I I ask the people who follow me, I ask them to do on Shashti Tithis, on the bright fourth night of the moon, Shukla Paksha, Shashti, sixth Tithi of that is specifically dedicated to Skanda. So
So after full moon,
so when there's the bright phase of the moon, there's the dark phase of the moon, Krishna Paksha.
waning and wax.
Yes. So you can, these days you can find on the online Google or any of the Panchang will tell you that. So sixth Tithi, Shashti Tithi of that is specifically dedicated to Skanda. Okay. Kartikeya. So on that day, I tell people, those who follow my spiritual advices, to light at least one diya, have a picture of Skanda or light one diya, and then sit and do this Skanda Ashtottara Nama. Ashtottara Nama means 108 names of Skanda. It's very easily available these days on the internet, again, thanks to Google. See, these are easier in a way. Technology has made some things easier. 100 years ago, these things were not available to people. It is only available to the specific gurus or the temples or the sampradayas. And in order to know these 108 names, also, you have to go to them, take initiation and things like that. But nature has created a system, whether we like it or not is irrelevant, and it's not going to go back. All the texts are in the open today. Everybody can read, and this is, it's not going to go back. It's going to be from here. This is the reality. Nature has caused this reality to happen. So there must be some reason for it. So let's make the best use of it. That's my way of looking at it. Of course, not everything can be done from text, but there are a lot of things that can be done. There's no problem in it. So the Ashtottara Nama, the 108 names of Skanda, read that. Read that 6 times. Read that 10 times. Just light one diya. Put some naivedyam or some food or bhog, we call it, or some offering of food. Little bit, something sweet is very good to give, offered to him. Some fruits, some sweet, something like that in front. One diya, and that chant that, if somebody is serious about it, then start chanting it at least 12 times. Okay, the 108 names. You keep doing that for some period, few months, you will start experiencing the impact of Skandopasana. And this is like the beginning stages. Higher stages, so there are things like, there are prayogas of Skanda, which is the Satru Samhara prayoga, they call it, destruction of enemies, 6-day prayoga that happens. There are specific pujas that can happen, but all that is a more later stage.
What about people who have a Rudrakshmala at home and are doing Bhairav Upasana? In the same way that Om Bhairavaya Namah is a mantra that we can give out to people, is there anything?
There is a mantra, but I will not give it out until I've actually, of course, in the internet you can find a lot of mantras, but until I have contemplated a bit more on that. But at this moment, see, if you want to connect to Skanda, then the Ashtottara Nama is very good. Ashtottara is nothing but the names of Skanda, which is also there. You'll find Skandhaya Nama, Om Kartikeya Nama, Om Shanmukhaya Nama, like this. Okay, Yuddha Gambiraya Nama, various names are there.
Okay. What if you just pick up one and start doing?
You
Okay.
can, but you have to be a little careful that you choose the right name. Some guidance may be required in that. That is why, whereas if you do the whole 108 names, that creates a more comprehensive energy.
I think this is a concept we've discussed on multiple episodes with yourself as well as other
Yeah.
speakers on Sanatan Dharma. Often when you pray to a particular deity or when you're involved in a particular upasana, you do pick up characteristics of that deity.
Correct. Absolutely.
I see this with so many of the Krishna upasaks who come on
Yes.
the show. They are blissed out more than normal. There's a certain sense of contentment. With the Shiva upasaks, it's usually, for lack of better words, some kind of detachment,
Right.
or they're a little withdrawn. With Shakti upasaks, it's a lot of intensity. So what would be the adjective associated with Skandopasana?
I find Skandopasana to bring about a tremendous intensity in an upasaka. Shakti Upasana is not just intensity, it could depend on the Shakti. If it's Tripur Sundari, it's very different. That bliss that you talk about in Vaishnava Krishna Upasakas, that equal amount of bliss comes in even with Tripur Sundari. Terrific amount of bliss. Skanda's beauty is that determination comes in the Upasaka. That determination, and that for lack of better words, people around may find even that person to be a little arrogant. But it's not arrogance. It's the power of Mars that works that way. Because once you set in your mind कि ये करना है ऐसे, you will get it done, and there's no amount of opposition that can stop you. Nothing. It's like that fixed energy. He grips the soul and the body, and he floods the upasaka with so much energy that you feel that there's nothing that can stop you. Success is guaranteed. In fact, very interestingly, I mentioned it once earlier somewhere. There are old texts in Nepal and other areas, and somebody had sent a copy of that text to me, where till again 7th, 8th century, when Skanda Upasana was popular across India, Skanda was considered as the Vedic equivalent of Vatuka Bhairava. Vatuka is a small child form of Bhairava. Skanda was also considered as the son of Shiva and Parvati, as a small child. And Skanda Upasana, by the way, is very old. It comes from the Vedas. The Atharva Veda itself, there is a whole section of mentions about Skanda Upasana. The other thing about Skanda Upasana, even see in Bihar and other regions, there's the Chhat Puja that is so popular, right? So Shashti Devi is worshipped. The 6th day, Chhat Puja. 6th day Shashti Devi is also worshipped in Bengal side. When a child is born, on the 6th day there's a puja done. So protection of children was also a domain that Skanda used to take care of. Protecting from sarpas, nagas. So there is an iconography of Skanda where Skanda is there, the Vahana, which is the peacock, is there, and that peacock is actually biting into a snake, because peacocks are enemies of snakes. Bites into a snake, and with the talons of the peacock, it's only gripping another snake like that. So this is a very popular iconography, and in a temple like in South, it's a temple called Kuke Subramaniam in Bangalore, where people go to do various pujas for Sarpa dosha, Sarpa related problems and all that. So Skanda becomes the lord who can control Sarpas. It's a very powerful thing, very, very powerful thing, and it has got tremendous implications in spirituality, that he has the ability to control Sarpas. Sarpas are basically, you can look at it as, these lower emotions.
Oh.
Envy, jealousy, anger, these are all representative by Sarpas. Okay. So that thing, his Vahana and his Upasana can grip that negative feeling or energy and protect a Upasaka from that.
You gain discipline over your own mind.
Absolutely. And discipline over your life.
Hey, if you enjoyed this clip from the Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel, because there's something for everyone.